He holds a pyrovision and wields a polearm as his weapon.
Nice.
When he uses his elemental skill, slices his spear through his foes with roaring fires that deal pyro damage and weave themselves into a scorching Oyoroi.
Ooh, that sounds cool. But you're gonna have to tell us what Oyoroi is.
Yeah.
Thing. So Oyoroi is a kind of armor.
Okay, so it basically serves as another shield?
Well, it's not only like a shield. The normal attacks of active characters affected by the scorching Oyoroi will trigger fiery collapses. These collapses deal AoE pyro damage and summon blazing barriers. After unlocking the talent Flaming Assault, the damage dealt by Crimson Oyoroi's fiery collapses are increased by a certain percentage of Toma's maximum HP.
Okay. It really feels like a lot of Toma's talents are centered around shields. And given that a vision represents its owner's ambition, you could say that Toma's ambition is protecting people. Isn't that nice?
Aw, so nice. And with his elemental burst, not only does Toma protect his party members with his shield, but he also provides extra pyro damage for the active character.
Yeah, and with the effect of the imbricated armor talent I mentioned earlier, after unleashing his elemental burst, the active character's normal attacks actually help strengthen the shield.
Okay, that's cool. So basically, the more you attack, the stronger the shield becomes.
Pretty much. And
Nice.
Toma also has a pretty special exploration talent. Once we have obtained Toma, successful fishing attempts in Inazuma have a 20% chance of scoring a double catch.
Ooh.
Ah, nice. That'll definitely come in handy.
Right? And on that note, let's move on to version 2.2's
Nagwa-up ya.
wishes.
All right, sounds
Let's
good.
do it. In version 2.2, Child Tartaglia will be appearing in his Event Wish rerun, followed by Hu Tao in her own Event Wish rerun. Our new character, Toma, will be available in the latter Event Wish with Hu Tao, and will enjoy a nice rate boost.
Apa dong?
I'm sure everyone will love having another chance to get these
Hu
characters.
Tao sama si ini ya.
Speaking of new things, we'll also be seeing lots of new weapons landing in version 2.2.
Oh,
First,
snap.
we have the new 5-star bow.
Oh, apa nih? Ada Polar Star,
As
Win.
well as several new 4-star weapons, including the Claymore, Akuwamaru, the Polearm, Wavebreaker's Fin, and the bow, Mountain's Moon.
Oh, sweet. And these 4-star
Oh, yang
weapons...
Belly mah cuma ininya doang ya? Panahnya doang.
Yeah, and aside from the new character and weapons, we will also be getting new Hangout events in version 2.2. This time, we'll be hanging out with Toma and Zayu.
Ooh, we get to hang out with Sayu. I can't wait to see what we'll get to do together.
Well, you can definitely count on her sleeping.
I mean, she could probably take us along for her everyday routine in the Shumatsuban.
True.
Maybe she'll teach us ninjutsu, who knows? But, I mean, come on guys, aren't you curious?
Tapi masa
about
tombaknya
the
Toma warnanya biru sih?
We already trust Toma. He'll probably have his whole hangout organized for us.
Oh, blueprint kah?
Oh, totally. Judging from Toma's personality and background, we'll probably be learning some housekeeping from him, if anything.
Yeah. So, all we need to do is have some story keys ready and wait for these Inazuma adventures to go live.
Sebentar. Up.
Alright, next up, we have an inside scoop on the all-new area to explore in version 2.2, Surumi Island.
It looks like it's covered in dense fog.
Exactly. Well,
Ada map baru juga ya?
an island that has always been something of a mystery for outsiders. Dense fog creating a gloomy atmosphere, and the visibility is
Oh, ininya bakal banyak lagi
it's
dong.
easy for inexperienced travelers to get lost in
Story-nya
the fog,
bakal banyak
so
lagi.
few people
Waduh.
ever dare to visit Surumi Island.
Ooh.
Hey, we're adventurers, right? Mysteries are...
Nambah lebar lagi wordnya.
That's right! And there will definitely be new treasure chests waiting to be discovered.
And you know, aside from the new island area, travelers will be encountering some new monsters in the upcoming version too. Let's take a look at their gameplay.
Wah, ada monster baru ya? Ada apa? Serigala ya?
Whoa.
Yeah.
It looks scary.
I know, right? Well, these new scary-looking monsters are called Rifthound Whelps and Rifthounds. Judging from the names, we can
In the party will be continually affected by the corrosion status. Affected characters will lose HP every second, and even the characters with shields will not be immune to this corrosion effect.
Oh, man.
Whoa. I mean, they might look scary, but I'm sure we can handle them.
Definitely.
Yeah, and, well,
Gua ganti link
everything
bentar,
we
Vin.
have for our new
Taruh.
monsters. In the
Moyong.
next section, we'll get a peek at the events coming our way in 2.2.
Yes, but before we get there,
Kelas
it's
kamu
time
jatuh.
to give away our second redemption code.
Yes!
Da-da-da!
Tuh, redemption code tuh, yang kedua tuh. Iya. B6 Vika. Sabar dong. Tuh. Bentar ya.
Welcome back, travelers. Next up, we'll be revealing the events coming in version 2.2. The first event on our list is called Labyrinth Warriors.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm seeing a theme here. The word labyrinth was also in the title of the version trailer, so we know this will be an important event.
Right?
Dapat
And
sinyal
the
lagi tuh,
first
Vin.
part is straightforward
Ibaratnya, Vin.
enough. Seems we are getting some more combat in this
Menurut
event.
gua kurang sih ya.
In this event, we'll be entering a domain in Inazuma called the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. Joining us along the way will be a
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
figure
yeah.
called Shiki Taisho, who will be providing some help to us throughout the
Rivernya
adventure.
habis kayaknya ya
Also
buat
making an
apa
appearance
namanya?
in the event storyline will be the
Buat
11th
si
Battalion
Ayaka
Harbinger
sama
Tartaglia,
si
aka
Raden.
Child, as well as the resident rock star of Leah, Shinyan.
It's gonna be great to see them in the storyline, but I gotta say, what an interesting combination.
Yeah, totally. And what's interesting, though, is that Child is the third Fatui Harbinger we've seen set foot in Inazuma. Given that the Fatui are not the most welcome guests in Inazuma, you can't help but wonder what he's doing there.
Totally. Yeah, and I mean, the same for Shinyan, too.
Yeah.
What brings a rock star to Inazuma? I guess we'll have to wait until the upcoming version to find out.
Yeah, and in addition to the storyline, we'll also have new event gameplay. Let's dive into some of the details.
All right.
Right.
As I mentioned before, we will be entering the bizarre and unpredictable domain that is the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. Monsters and hidden dangers await us there, and travelers will need to deploy 2 parties of characters before initiating the trial.
Ada apa?
A combat party and a support party. Luckily, we can use Shiki Taisho's charm magic to give us the upper hand. Travelers may select certain Shiki Fuda before entering the domain. These Shiki Fuda are like magic seals that will provide us with a variety of assistance while inside the domain. Some Shiki Fuda can summon spirits. Some can create barriers while others can buff the active character. After making all the necessary preparations, we'll be ready to face whatever waits for us in the domain.
There are 5 levels in the Mystic Onmyo Chamber, and each level will have multiple rooms to explore. Random monsters will appear in the rooms, and travelers will randomly obtain different items after defeating the monsters, including battered Shikifuda, damaged replicas, and age tokens. Battered Shikifuda can
Oh,
be
dia
used
ada
to obtain
sistem
buffs in the
buff-buffan lagi
challenges.
kayak ini ya, kayak
Damaged
spiral
replicas
abyss
can
gitu ya
be
modelnya.
used to enhance Shiki Taisho's abilities, and age tokens can be exchanged in the event shop for valuable rewards.
Oh man. Good stuff.
Sure.
Thanks for the breakdown.
Okay, so moving to our next event, Shadow of the Ancients. This event has to do with our new area, Surumi Island. During an investigation commission, the traveler happens to encounter a ruin grader with regenerative powers.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Seems like the Ruin Grader has a special source of energy.
Yes, and that's why we also call it an anomalous model ruin grader. In the event, our task will be to investigate this grader's regenerative powers.
If it's ancient machines we're dealing with, we'll definitely need a scholar or someone to guide us.
Yup, you're right. In fact, we'll be pairing up with a scholar from Sumeru during this adventure. The event is divided into 3 phases. First is Investigative Surveys. During this phase, the Sumeru scholar will give us a special kind of prospector gadget. Travelers will need to explore different areas with these prospectors in search of components to repair important ancient devices called Persina's spikes. These devices can be used to cut the flow of power to the anomalous model ruin grader.
The special prospectors we will be using are called Ayesha's Chaos Prospectors. When the target is out of range, it will point towards the approximate direction of the target. And once the target is within range, it will mark the location of the target for us. Travelers can place up to 3 prospectors at once. As soon as a 4th one is placed, the first prospector will be automatically retrieved. The survey sites span across Mondstadt, Liyue, and Inazuma. After we've collected all the necessary components, we can prepare Persina's spikes, which will then stop the ruin grader from regenerating.
However, we still need to test whether these spikes are fixed before we get to confront the anomalous model ruin grader. Which leads us to the second phase, data sampling.
Man, this sounds like some legit research is happening.
I know, right? In this phase, we'll test the functionality of the spikes by recharging them. Once we start the challenge, we'll have to use electro attacks to activate Persina's spikes and continue.
Kayaknya di sini lebih banyak kita pakai elektro ya.
Opponents to come and attack them. And if the spikes are hit by an enemy,
Iya.
the spike's integrity will drop. If one
Si
spike's integrity
ininya
drops
juga
to
di
zero,
triggernya
then
sama
the
elektro
challenge
juga
will
itu.
end. So be careful not to let the monsters damage the spikes.
Okay. And once we've collected enough data, we'll get to the 3rd and final phase of the event, live testing.
Yay!
Wait, we're still testing even in the final phase?
Well, let's say it's like an open beta. Travelers will have to charge all of Persina's spikes within the time limit to cut the anomalous model ruin grader off from its power source and finally defeat it. But note that if you defeat it before cutting off the power source, the ruin grader's self-repair mechanism will be triggered, which will then cause it to re-enter an active state.
Oh, okay. So let me get this straight. This thing will just keep regenerating over and over again?
Unfortunately, yes. But the ruin grader's not invincible. Just like a normal ruin grader, we can attack the cores mounted on its head and legs to immobilize it, which will help us defeat it more effectively. Our next event to expect in version 2.2 is called Tuned to
Dapat
the
gitar
World
lagi tuh.
Sounds.
Wow, that
Excellent.
sounds poetic.
Yeah, it's because Kazuha is involved, obviously. Because he has a poetic soul.
Yeah, okay.
Iya.
Anyway, in this event, Kazuha will give us a floral zither, which we will use to perform music in the event.
Ngarep
That's
pengen dapat
right,
Kazuha lu
the
ya.
rhythm game is coming back.
All right.
And this time, we get to be accompanied by another
Hey.
character when we perform in the event.
Yes, that's so cool.
Right?
There are a total of 7 characters that will play music with us. They are Ningguang, Zhongli, Keqing, Xiao, Kokomi, Ayaka, and the Raiden Shogun. Each character has their own song, and performances will be split into normal,
Iya,
hard,
ada siapa
and
tuh,
pro
Vin?
difficulties.
Seenggaknya lewat aja
Normal
ya.
difficulty is unlocked by default, and
Seenggaknya
travelers
lewat
will need
aja,
to
nggak
complete
apa-apa
the
lah.
available difficulty with at least a Euphonia rating to unlock the subsequent
Seenggaknya bisa
difficulty.
lihat lah ya.
Anyway, enough of me just talking about it. Let's check out how the event looks in-game.
Sounds great.
Where to next?
Oh, dapat gitarnya, kita main lagu kayak waktu itu lagi berarti nih. Waduh.
Jumping right in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I've done this before. I'm good.
Oh, kita lawan
Holding a lyre?
Raden.
That's cool.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Wah.
But that is such a nice scenery to play.
Oh, I know. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. This pro difficulty, it looks hard.
But as you can see, before, travelers will need to press the rhythm points when the ring shrinks down to around each point, and then they can score bonus points for timing consecutive rhythm points correctly.
Ah, gotcha, that's cool.
Look at the long note. It's a new mechanic for this event. You should press and hold down the note until the light strip disappears to score.
Iya, gimana nih? Waduh.
Challenge accepted.
Testernya gimana nih?
I
Waduh.
can do it.
Yes,
Can
you
you,
can.
Zach?
Yes, you can, Zach.
I
I
guess
believe in you.
We'll
I
have to
believe in you.
wait and see.
Oh, hey, the sound of the lyre is actually kind of different from the sound of our zither.
This is so peaceful sounding. And then it is like all these successive notes all in a row.
Yeah, imagine trying to hit all of those at the same time.
I know.
I'm imagining myself playing right now.
I know, right? I'm so excited to give it a try.
It's a pretty good score.
Well, that's all we've got for the Tune to the World Sounds event. I hope all you travelers will enjoy playing music alongside your favorite characters. Next, we have another event called Dreams of Bloom.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, the event is initiated by an Inazuman florist named Sakuya. During the event, travelers can submit the materials Sakuya requests daily to obtain some special seeds from her. We can then plant these seeds in a Path of Value luxuriant glebe in the Serenity Pot. After waiting for some time, the seeds will then grow into beautiful flowers called dream blooms, which is an amazing name, by the way.
I know, right? And you know, it looks like we'll have multiple kinds of dream blooms.
That's right. Sakuya will prepare 3 different kinds of dream bloom seeds for us during the event. Star hibiscus seed, pearbell seed, and silk pot seed. What's special here is that even the same type of seed can grow into different colors.
Iya tahu gua.
Sort of like a
Yang
mystery
kayak
box.
streaming yang sebelumnya ya, ada konser-konsernya gitu.
Also, travelers will be able to send their flowers to each other.
Bentar, ini ada bunga-bungaan buat apa bunganya?
Sweet. So we can send the flowers we already collected to our friends who might need them.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. In addition, the grown flowers can also be used as furnishings to decorate our realms. Once travelers have completed certain challenges, we can obtain Sakuya's special gardening package and choose one of the 3 flower stands that we prefer. We can also customize flower arrangements in our stands and make them into unique furnishings for ourselves.
Looks like we'll be seeing
Kenapa?
some customized flower stands appearing in our teapots.
You bet. But please note that after the event ends, the flower seeds from this event will also disappear. So be sure
Oh,
to
bisa
participate in the
naruh
event before
pot
they're gone.
tuh.
I will.
And besides all these events, we will also be seeing another return of the Leyline Overflow event.
Yes.
During the event, we will have 3 chances
naruh pot.
daily to collect double rewards from overflowing Blossoms of Wealth or Blossoms of Revelation. This event always makes things so much easier for leveling up your characters, right?
Yeah, especially when you have a lot of characters to work on.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. All right. That's about all we have for the events in version 2.2. Now let's move on to some great
Bagus lah,
things coming
gue
to the
membutuhkan
Serenity
Mora
Pot.
jadi tidak pakai Mora.
In version 2.2, the new realm style, Silken Courtyard, as
Gua
well
butuh
as
Mora,
a series
jadi
of
tidak
brand new
pakai
Serenity
Mora
Pot
gua jadinya.
furnishings will become available for travelers to enjoy.
All right, it's time for some Inazuma vibes in our teapots.
Yeah. Wow, it's
Wow.
beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that sunset.
It's just gorgeous. Everything is so beautiful. This feels so peaceful too. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just feel like watching it is so peaceful. It's awesome.
It's so cool, but how do we get this realm style?
Okay, well, once travelers have upgraded their sacred Sakura
Ada
Sacred
onsennya
to
juga,
level
Bin?
40, they can claim the rewards to unlock the Silken
Ya,
Courtyard.
ada onsennya juga ya.
Level 40?
I know, right? The good news is that even while your sacred
Stream di
Sakura
gua
has
aja
reached
itu, udah gua share itu.
you can still gain a variety of new Inazuma style
Anti
furnishing blueprints and
buffer,
furnishing
ayo.
sub-blueprints in the coming version.
And on that note, we
Discord,
also
Discord.
have a new way of collecting blueprints in version 2.2. Inside the new Surumi Island area lies a brand new type of treasure chest called Remarkable
Taruh nih gua
Chest.
share yang baru nih.
Travelers will be able to obtain blueprints by finding and
Tar,
opening
gua-
these chests.
Gua share yang baru, gua share yang baru. Taruh.
We can also obtain some all-new furnishing blueprints by purchasing
Tadi
them
sampai
from
gua stop
Tubby
dulu.
the Teapot
Udah, stop.
Spirit, or by receiving them as rewards from certain world quests.
In version 2.2, a new furnishing type will be added to the Serena Teapot system called a floating platform. Basically, it's like a type of rock that floats in the air.
Oh, sort of like Plastrike from the Lantern, right?
Yeah, but with these floating platforms, we can actually set a certain height for them to float at.
Wih, sekarang bisa
Just like
ngambang,
any
Bin.
other landform, we can place furnishings on it.
Bisa ngambang
With
sekarang.
that, we can start creating our own Adepti
Batu-batunya
Poets
bisa
in
ngambang
our
sekarang.
realms.
Yes. In addition, there will also be
Eh,
some
nanti lu lihat deh.
optimizations to the Serena Teapot system. Starting from version 2.2, we can learn blueprints from several
Makanya lu di
places,
gua aja
like
dibilangin
the
tuh udah tuh.
furnishing menu inside the Serena Teapot, through the forge, and through the crafting bench.
Oh, that definitely makes learning blueprints a lot more convenient.
Yeah, and aside from optimizations to the
Daratannya
Serena Teapot
ngambang.
system,
Lucu
version
banget.
2.2 will also include an optimization to the storage capacity of our inventory. After the version
Iya.
update, the maximum artifacts we can store in our inventory will be increased from 1,000 to 1,500,
Oh, that's sick.
right?
Oh,
And that should be
jumlah
just all we have
artefak
regarding
nambah
version
jadinya.
update.
Oh, awesome. Man, we covered a lot of content today.
Dari
Hold on,
1000 ke
we're not
1500.
finished yet. Next up, we're excited
Tuh,
to
buat-
announce
buat
a
yang mau
collaboration
nyari
between
tumbal yang
Genshin
banyak tuh.
Impact and Razer.
Oh, man.
Later this
Waduh,
month, Razer will be
Genshin
releasing
Impact
a range
collab
of
sama
high-end
Razer.
gear,
Waduh.
including a wireless ergonomic
Beli Bin, beli Bin.
mouse
Weh.
mat,
Ya.
and an ergonomic
Beli Bin.
gaming chair. It's always reassuring to know that Paimon's
Genshin
got your
Impact
back
collab
and
sama
you're
ini,
cheering for
Razer.
that, and now in more ways than one. And to sweeten the deal, co-branded products also come with bonus in-game rewards. Travelers can head over to the official Razer webpage for more information on this special lineup.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Yay!
And with that note, let's give away the third redemption code for today.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright.
Oh tuh yang ketiga tuh. Reedem code yang ketiga. Oke. BSN. Tuh, redeem code yang ketiga tuh. Di live code. Di live code udah gue share tuh. Gue gak bisa alt tab-nya nyong. Tuh, di live gue ada tuh, udah gue ketikin tuh.
Well, it seems like the version 2.2 special program is finally reaching its end.
And I gotta say, that was very informative.
So, tell us, Christian, how did you like doing a special program with us?
Oh man, it was so cool. Like, we saw all the new events, we saw the new Serena Teapot updates, which look amazing. There's terrifying monsters.
Kenapa?
You know, of course, Toma.
Yeah, I also can't wait for Toma and the Serena Teapot updates and the monsters. It's gonna be great. And Christian, it was so awesome having you on the special program.
Hey, well, thanks for having me.
Well, I think it's about time to say goodbye. I hope you all enjoy the version 2.2 updates.
Oh, udah say
Thanks
goodbye
for
nih.
watching.
See you all in Genshin Impact version 2.2.
Bye.
Wah,
See you
cepat
later.
banget live streamnya. Aduh.
Just kidding.
Oh nggak, just kidding, just kidding.
Actually, today there'll be an online concert celebrating Genshin Impact's first anniversary.
In a year of adventure, so many of you have created wonderful memories. And to help
Udah
us
say
recall
goodbye tuh.
all those special moments, Genshin Impact
Gimana?
has prepared a special online concert for all the travelers out there.
Musicians from the United States, Belgium, and South Korea will cover Genshin Impact's music with different genres ranging
Iya,
from
berarti emang
classical
udahan nih.
symphony to pop music. There will definitely be a variety of exciting audio and visual experiences for our travelers to enjoy together.
The concert will start at 8:40 a.m. EST or UTC-4, which is only a few minutes away from now, so stay tuned.
Habis.